Hi everyone, welcome to the Big Bag Energy, a podcast that asks us what's in your bag. So Hani, what's in your bag?
Do you know what? 224 started kind of crazy, so there's a lot of stuff in my bag.
Okay.
You know, yeah. We'll go as we get onto the podcast. We'll unpack my bag.
Yeah.
But you know what? For now, it's definitely I'm in my money.
Sounding heavy, yeah?
Yeah.
Big bag.
Big.
I like that.
Listen, it's 2024.
That's what's
I'm
up.
going for everything that belongs to me.
That's what's up. I'm hearing affirmations right there.
Listen, I am. What about yours?
Big bag. Do you know what? I'm thinking on the same level. Mine isn't too heavy, but I feel like I'm giving it 6 months and then I know that it's going to get real heavy. So I'm going to need I'm going to need a little bag girl. Hold my bag girl. That kind of stuff, you know. LaShawn, what about you?
Hey besties.
Hey, bestie.
You know I'm so nervous. Okay.
Listen, LaShawn, it's all right. First, you did say you want to pray, right? It's our
Yeah.
first official podcast.
That's what's up.
Episode number 1.
That's what's
Girl, you're in your prayer. Feel free to pray.
Ya Allah, I need help. I'm so nervous, honestly, no, but I'm just so happy and honoured to be here. And thank God that we're all here together. I feel honoured to be doing this with you guys. It's been a dream to do a podcast and it's finally a reality. And it's a reality with people I didn't expect, but people I'm happy to be here with.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. That's cute.
I'm so happy to be with you guys.
You guys would actually be shocked. Like, we literally got together out of nowhere. There was supposed to be 4 of us. 2 disappeared. I phoned up. You guys don't even know our names yet.
That rude. Okay, let me start.
Okay,
Should I start?
you
Honey,
start.
No, Honey, you go.
Okay, my name is Honey. I'm known as Honey Love on social media. You are?
My name is Aminat Dayo. I'm DJ Delight on social media.
LaShawn, and I'm known as, I won't say I'm known as anything on social media because my social media is kind of dead, but
Don't worry.
I'm the designer doll online on Insta and that, and Snap.
Good. So,
What are we calling you though?
LaShawn, Lash.
Lash.
Lash, I
Okay,
like
so Lash, what's in your bag?
For me, it's, do you know what, I'm used to always making really big goals and really big ideas and dreams, but this year, I just want to do simple things, like meaningful things, like get healthy, lose weight, get my mind right, do the podcasts, be a better friend, be a better sister, be a better mother, you know?
Just be a better person.
I just want to be a better
general.
person and kind of like let all the kind of negativity of the past go. I'm just in that like a nice kind of rebirth state. You know how I feel? I was saying this to someone last year. Well, I was saying it to a group of people last year. I was like, I don't know if you guys ever watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But do you know there's a bit when Daenerys goes into the building and it all goes on fire and then the dragons hatch and she's naked at the end with the dragons in her hand.
That was an episode, wasn't it?
Right. That's where I feel I'm at in life.
No.
Like my phoenix. Like I've
ready.
been burnt and now my phoenix is rising from the ashes.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
the
that's
energy I'm
powerful.
in now.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm in the new version of myself.
I like
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
You know the new version of yourself is being on time part of like this new version.
Do you know what?
What
no,
should we say?
no,
What should I
I'm
say?
late for everything. I was saying, honestly,
No, but hold up. The audience needs to know this. With all the planning that all 3 of us went, you were the one that was like, yeah, 5 o'clock. yeah, 5:15. Zoom calls.
Yeah.
This, that. I come here. I was waiting for you to be outside, you know, at 5 o'clock. Come here.
Can't you see the way she looks? She's
everyone who knows me,
pinked out.
Everyone
Nails done, eyelashes
Listen,
done, everything is done. This girl, look, this is why you're late.
yeah, but you know what it is, guys? I have a time thing. At work, they say I've got time blindness. It's not a joke, yeah? I was literally saying this yesterday to people. I was saying, listen, I'm late for everything. I don't know what it is about me. I try so hard. I'm late
Girl.
for everything.
Girl.
I'm getting better, though. 2024.
I like that.
We're time is money.
No,
We're
it
recording
isn't.
here.
I know,
6
guys.
o'clock.
I'm so sorry.
No, but I'm glad. So, guys, can we, it's been 224.
Right.
Can we just restart the year again?
I would love to reset. I feel like time has got
Have you
flying
seen
by, it's
everything
flying
that's
by.
just been going on social media for the
Yeah.
past month?
There's a lot.
It's gonna be like
It's gonna get worse.
There's a lot.
It's the year of the dragon. It's gonna be
you
more
get that from?
explosive.
Wait,
Chinese astrology, year of the dragon.
Don't even.
It's gonna be It's gonna get worse. I'm telling you.
What worse in terms of, because a lot has come out on the
Worse as in, I mean, like more explosive. It's the Mars energy. It's the energy of Mars. So it's going to be, and Mars is a planet of war, passion, love, sex, but more to do with war and passion and drive. Like the pioneer energy, the leader energy.
So what?
Nobody cares.
Okay,
100%.
let's break this down. What are the like each one of you guys? Something that shocks you, something that you want to talk about in regards to what's been happening on social media or the news or anything out there that you just want to,
I think there's been a lot.
There's been so much.
There's been a lot. There's a lot of political stuff, and then there's a lot of things impacting families, individuals, and things like this. I think the stupidest thing that I've seen to date is, what's this? It's trash TV or trash media.
Why do I feel like
How somebody got a whole tattoo on their face of an ex-man tattoo on their face?
You're talking about Blueface and whatever.
Krishan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Babes.
Oh, I feel so sorry for her.
Sorry, they're not even together, are they?
No, I don't even understand
he
the whole
with his-
thing.
Day one,
He married
the
somebody,
wifey.
but they now divorced or separated. It's very messy, but I think the worst, and there's so many other things that are way more important, like guys don't shoot me or anything. But when I saw that, I just thought, what is this world coming to? War's always been there, but stupidity, I just feel like it shouldn't exist, really.
Do you know what? She's young and crazy in love. Even their show was called Crazy in Love.
Crazy in Love ain't tattooing no man's face in my face.
Yeah, but do you know what?
I wouldn't.
Remember, she's got other tattoos of him. She's got tons of tattoos of his name, his face, tattoos on her neck. She's got other tattoos of him. She's obsessed with this man. But do you know when you're young and you have that crazy love, okay, maybe you lot never have experienced it, but you see, for the things that she's kind of been through and where she's coming from in life, a man that shows her love and attention, and especially probably the first person to get like this and the person you had your child with, that's it. She's gone. She's got to kind of find herself.
Yeah. What else? Any other news that you've...
Yeah, I think a lot of the things that's going on with Gaza and all of that, and then America.
Yeah.
No, we're not involved, and then their nose is all up in there. They're all over the place. It's like I'm really struggling to follow the news, and obviously I'm a bit of a skeptic, and I'm a bit of I want to do my own research, but I don't have time for that research. Not because I don't care about the lives that are being lost or anything. It's just I don't have time for that research. There's too much to go into because history and all of that. But it's just crazy the way that if you watch Al Jazeera
It's the real news.
Yeah.
Al Jazeera narrates it different. When you go BBC News, I'm always lost. I'm thinking, what's happened, and where are we going, and why are we getting involved? So I see young people coming up. The UK can go and F themselves. What do they mean? They're going to send us to war? Our parents don't want us to go to war. So the young people are like, hold on, we're going to call us for reserves. Random 18-year-old, 25-year-old. These are that are used to.
Take my exes, please. I put up a status on WhatsApp. Dear Rishi Sunak, all my exes, please. I'm telling you, I put it on my status. Please, Rishi, take all my exes to war. I said it. They love arguments. They love confrontation. They love war. There to go. Take them, please, Rishi.
Turn from
volunteer. I suggest them
to take your exes to
let them go to Russia. Freeze or something's gonna happen to them, but let them go.
There's an age cap.
What's the age cap?
I'm not really.
Well, depending on
sure,
age.
I looked.
Your exes are, girl.
No, but I looked at what it was back in the days. It was 18 to 60. Only the men that were married and like who had certain skilled jobs or illnesses didn't get to go. So I don't know if you've got some kind of disability, or if you're a married man, or you have a skill job, like I don't know, you're an engineer or something, you wouldn't go, or a teacher. But these guys, you don't qualify for the war. You're to go, yeah.
Your exes,
yeah, my exes, they qualify.
Yeah, your exes.
I'm
Yeah.
worried. All the exes out there. You know?
I was gonna say disclaimer before everybody comes for us.
Oh my god. Okay, so Honey, you said 3 things, right?
Yeah, gone.
Do I need one more?
Yeah, gone.
Or I just pass it.
Just pass it on.
No,
What do you want to talk about? Gone.
There's just been so many things. I don't think that anything, obviously, sorry, I keep tapping.
I was just about to say something.
I'm fidgety. Sorry. There's so much things. I mean, Steph, and there was Jada, and there was Cat Williams, and there's Megan, and there's Nicki Minaj. There's just so many things happening.
Do you relate to any of those conflicts that are happening? Like, for instance, obviously the situation with Jada and Steph. I will
say
around that.
Yeah, but I will say I'm like this. If a girl like tries to, well, back in the days I wouldn't be like this now. I think I'm in a bit more of a mature state. But the old me, I'm going for the jugular. I'm going below the belt. Yeah, I'm grimy in an argument. I'm grimy in an argument. Yeah, it is what it is. There's no one off limits. I don't believe in no off limits. Yeah, like even with this Megan and Nicki Minaj, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't say this. You should. That's not how battle rap is. That's not how beef is. Everybody's getting it. That's how I am. That's how I was. Now I wouldn't do that, but obviously in the height of whatever they're going through, and they're not at that stage where they've moved on from.
Hold on, did you say now you wouldn't do that? So if somebody was to, for some random reason, start attacking you about whatever, anything, your kids, everything, what, you're gonna not go below the belt?
I would pray for them.
Okay.
I'd pray for them, and I would say, do you know what, you obviously need healing, because most of the time when you're like that and you got that kind of venom in you, it's usually coming from a hurt place. You see, when you're in a happy space, you're not capable of it. Or if you got to dig deep to be evil. When you're in a happy space, when you want to manifest good things and you want good things for your life, you can't be out here going below the belt.
No, honey, would you?
Brings bad karma.
It does.
Do you know what? Because obviously, I'm on social media. I've been through it where people will indirectly call out or throw shade and not at me. So I understood where Jada was coming from. So yeah, I think it's good. Like with me personally, I do a bit more classy. I just ignore them. Like I always say silence.
I think, okay.
And you're a Libra as well. You know Libras don't really like war.
I don't know.
You can have war because Putin's a Libra.
No. And he's very good. Putin's very good at it. Very clean. I think, okay, I would agree with, okay, we're a bit more mature now, so I wouldn't do certain things below the belt, or I wouldn't go looking for trouble or anything like this. But if someone's, I don't care what age
No, but there's a difference. No, if
you're a Virgo like Jada.
Calls me out physically, honey, then I'm coming for you. But
yeah, because it's direct. This is what I'm saying. You directed it to me.
To me straight. But if you didn't direct me, that song or whatever Steph did could have been about anybody. Do you get what I mean? So in that sense, I wouldn't bother. But if you said, oh, honey did this, or you mentioned any of my business or anything, I'm coming for you.
Honey, but what if your followers started messaging you saying such and such is saying this about you?
The thing is,
I mean, no, it's about you.
No, but what? And I'm on social media. They do that all the time.
Yeah,
okay.
true.
They'll see shade from a girl that don't even know you and say, you know what, honey, I think she's throwing shade at you. What do you think? It's none of my business.
Yeah.
As if she tags my name, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Yeah,
but because she hasn't,
yeah, that's it.
go ahead.
Okay. What about you? What, any top news that you've...
And me, do you know what? I'm just trying to think what's been it. There's so much has been going on. I can't even keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to...
because
and I'm not a news person.
Everything's just going so fast. Back to back to back.
Oh, I'll tell you one. That Kyle Walker guy impregnating the girl twice.
Yeah?
What?
The footballer from Man City.
He did what?
He's married to some woman named Annie.
Okay.
Got that Lauren girl pregnant. Had a baby with her in 2020. And then went back and had another baby with her. The baby's 5 months old. So his wife's obviously separated from him now.
What does she know?
Yeah, because you've impregnated the girl twice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She said, innit? What did she say?
I mean, if she stayed the first time, obviously she might as well stay through the second one. I mean, like, your sister wife, as far as I'm concerned. So,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take Shahada and both of you marry him.
Take the money.
Because, well, she can still get the money now. She divorces him, half of whatever he has, pretty much.
It depends if there's a prenup, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like footballers are tight like that. You got to have a mum behind you, like that guy from last year. Who was this footballer?
Oh, that guy was so smart. The one who had everything in his mum's name.
Everything was in his mum's name. So the woman married him. She thought she was going to get the bag. It never happened.
But you know what? The way women are moving nowadays, yeah?
You have to protect
Every
yourself.
man needs to protect himself. Sorry, I'm all about...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because now it's this whole thing of women coming up saying, yeah, you know what do you bring to the table? I bring myself to the table.
Yeah, I'm tired of this table.
I don't want to hear that. I am the table.
I am the table.
How does that even make sense? You know what? I'm not going to say anything because there's a lot of people that feel like they are the table. I am not the table.
But you know what?
I can bring also add small and bring dishes and we'll make, meal. But me being the table, who's sitting on top what?
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. So, anything else?
In terms of news, there's just too much. It depends on where you look. There's neighborhood news as well that, are not even touched upon. There's so much young deaths now. There's lots of stabbings going on.
Cars missing. Oh my God, don't even remind me.
Listen.
With the cars stealing of these boys.
Yeah, coming on.
I can't even find insurance for my car.
Have you got one of those
wow.
lock things? Have you got one of those lock things?
They don't even want to.
I'm not trying to be a devil right
say
now,
what
thank
car
you.
I have here, but they're not even insuring my car because of what these little boys are doing out there, stealing cars.
What are we gonna do about
My
that?
insurance has gone up by £150.
So your nose and neck are quite high and quite long and quite flashy. So what you're gonna do? Downgrade so you can get insurance.
I work too hard for this.
Okay, but like I said, there's loads of info, loads of.
Do you think it's gonna get worse or is it gonna get better?
It's gonna get worse.
Worse.
Come on, to being positive, guys. Like,
No, it is. It's gonna get worse.
I'm a realist. But before her positivity, affirmate all of that stuff. Yeah, what's in front of me? What's that road look like? Is there a ditch on the? Listen, I feel like this year is going to be really interesting. I think a lot of people need to stay awake. A lot of people need to start getting.
Do you know what?
There's so much. Like the one that scares me the most is the one I saw I think 2 days ago, right? So I've always been very funny about drinking tap water from young. I just want to drink it. So my dad used to always be like, boil the water.
Yeah.
I'll boil the water, let it cool, and I'll drink it. Now fast forward about 3 years ago, so my sister introduced me to a water filter system.
Yeah.
I had it installed. It's the best thing I've ever done. So there's hot water and there's cold water. So I can make, and I love a cup of tea, proper British, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes like this. So I love my cup of teas, what have you. How am I seeing something online saying, you can't even boil water. You can't boil water because the chemicals in there, once you boil it, you kill whatever chemicals they've put in there in order for you to be able to drink it. Now it affects your system differently, where it's shutting your system down. And I'm like, wait a minute, you can't eat white bread, you can't eat brown bread, you can't do this, you can't do that. Water. Without water, how are we gonna survive? And the cost of living is obviously really high. And I know this is a show about get my bag or what have you, but I am talking about my bag because the cost of everything is affecting. My bag's light. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I need a little bit of heaviness. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And now to the point where I look at everything and I'm like, is that a good idea? Can I even eat that? I'm scared like all the time, and that freaks me out.
No, that's scary.
Is there anything like that you've seen or like we're talking about in terms of the road to 2024? You know,
what was scary is when I heard about the rich building bunkers. Like, what are we preparing for? What do you know that we don't know?
Well, aliens.
Yeah, like,
there's a lot of controversial things that's happening, but
like, why are you spending so much money building bunkers? That's scary.
Chaos before.
And then have you noticed? And it's like the movies that they start dropping to kind of slowly adjust you like that.
Yeah.
What's it called? With Julia Roberts? Don't ask
Oh,
me.
I saw it.
It was the most.
I saw it. And
rubbish movie I've seen in terms of
something. They didn't even
they
end it
were
properly.
telling us something, but it was like, where is it going?
They didn't.
Remember, they do this all the time. They do this all the time. I tell people all this, right? I say this all the time to my friends. Like when 24 came out, the TV show, 24 was to prepare America for a black president.
Right.
The TV show 24, that's what it's about. It's about people trying to kill the man who's trying to become president. He's a black man trying to become president, and they're trying to stop, obviously, him being murdered. Yeah, he does end up becoming president in the TV show. Yeah, and then obviously Obama came out. Yeah? So they do these things to kind of, prepare and kind of put things in your mind and plant seeds, and then the seeds grow at a later date.
Which is why I think that Julia Roberts film is applicable, and it possibly could happen this year. There's going to be a blackout. I keep saying to people not to scare anybody or anything, but I feel like we need to be
that
prepared.
Movie was just about just the Wi-Fi, you know. It was nothing. That's them just pressing a button.
Yeah.
And everything's just
switched off. Yeah. But it was to nuke that. It was to nuke New York. Or it wasn't to nuke the States. They wanted.
Well, the bloody movie didn't finish, did it?
This is what I'm saying, which is why I feel like
blown up there, nothing.
Which is why I feel like why put that movie out to have such a shit ending or to have an unconclusive ending?
Yeah.
It's there's so much that they put in movies, but you have to have a certain type of mind, I think, to actually be like, okay, let me research it. And the ones that do, you see them on YouTube, they'll now come and then their pages get blocked off. But why if it's innocent and they're not talking truth, why are those pages being blocked off? So then I will now start doing more research on, you see that person where you block off? I want to understand, why was he blocked off? So then me now, and I'll start. But by the time I've done research, I've fallen asleep. It's all 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'll pick this up tomorrow. And the way my brain works, obviously tomorrow's another day.
About 4 o'clock, especially 24. I don't know. I just want to ask, did you guys feel something different about you with this year? Like, obviously, we've done 23, 22. But for some reason, this year, 24, it's like, I've woken up again. I actually feel like there's been a change.
Definitely agree.
It's so weird. Like, I can't explain
There's
it
an
yet.
energy shift.
Yeah,
There is.
It was a big energy shift where I wanted to know more about my spending, my money. I don't know if it's the cost of living or whatever. Like, my money management, where I'm going to be, start thinking of, obviously, what my future is going to be like. Start looking at retirement as well. Like, the long goal. Do I want to be here? Do I want to go back to Africa? Like, it's been a real wake-up call, especially, like, obviously we're all mothers, about the kids. Like, it's just been a weird one where it's just been up and down of an emotional roller coaster. I don't know what's different about 24, but it's been a completely different year for me.
I feel
I'm
like
still waiting.
it's an enlightenment year. I feel like it's the year where people are waking up and wanting to be in a more authentic space. Do you know what I mean? In a personal sense.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about how anyone looks, but just how you feel. Like, you want real friends, real love.
Yeah.
A job that you're happy with.
Yeah.
Like, everything has to be authentic, because all this living in an inauthentic way with all the horrible things happening in the world, it just ain't cutting it no more for most people. Do you know what I mean? It's like we all kind of want to be true to ourselves.
Ladies, do you think that's age related?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
it plays more towards age.
Right.
Age related, and I feel like the energy of it as well, because I know some people who are older than me that ain't got that mindset. Do you know what I mean?
Of what thinking
Like,
about the
thinking
future.
about different-
But
yeah, doing things different.
18-year-olds that think mad.
Yeah.
Like, the way in which they're planning their life, and you're thinking, are you even going to enjoy it? And they're like, yeah, later.
Yeah.
I want to be retired by the time I'm your age. And no offense, I'm not offended. Well done. I never planned well.
We never.
Yeah,
I think we were the
I never.
generation that
And
didn't
now
plan.
we're now here, and like we're now looking and planning backwards. You're right. But the fact of the matter is, you're doing it.
You're doing it, yeah.
And I think maybe what you're talking about, the shift, is because you've had children, because you've been in relationships and had the ups and downs, be it good or bad, that you're now at this point where you're like, if I stay on this, if I stay on this route that I'm on, I'm not going to get to this destination that I've got planned in my head, you know. And I feel like maybe as black people, do we always crave the sun? Some people can't stand the sun. So most times, do I go back home? What is home to you? If you go back, when you pass, where are they burying your children? I mean, where are they burying you for your children to see you? So when I think home, obviously I want sun. So the UK is not cutting it, because I know a lot of old people, when it gets to winter,
They're gone. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
either back to Saudi, they're gone, because the body and the cold stiff up, you know. And then in the summer you see them it's vibrant. We're happy. I'm happy being
Everybody's happy.
Even when it's bright outside, even if it's
Yeah.
cold, but it's bright, I'm happy. No, when it's a blue sky, but it's freezing, I'm chill.
Yeah.
As long as it's bright, as long as it's sunny.
But I think in terms of what we're talking about, producer, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. For me,
Because
I think it's
technically,
age.
if we, obviously, do you guys want to say your age? Nah.
My age is sexy, y'all.
This is where life begins.
Yeah, oh girl, I feel it. But you know what? Was it? I don't know. Was it with the producer? Alright. We've actually lived more than we're gonna live. So I think that's scary. Like, yeah, like I think that's scary
I like
already.
that.
Like,
We've actually lived.
we've lived.
I always
more than
say-
we're going to live.
Honey, I always say this, right? I always say to people that, and this is not to sound negative, but it's like, more than likely, most of us are going to die in the next half of our life. So we've got to make that next half count,
Right.
you know? Because so many of my friends are orphans right now. Like, so many of my friends are losing their parents.
Yeah.
So many people I know have lost their mums, are losing their dads, like got sick parents. And yeah, like I said, orphans. So it's just like, life's getting real now.
Yeah, because you're actually seeing your parents getting old, and
Right.
it just hits home.
It's
And then now
scary.
it's scary.
Yeah. So do you think we need to change maybe our lifestyle, our eating habits? Would that prolong our life, or is it just happens when it happens?
Obviously, I believe in God, yeah. So I believe it's
written.
already ordained,
It's
yeah.
already-
However, what I would say to people is, yes, it's ordained, and it's whatever day it's going to be. But I want to get to that day comfortably. I don't want to have got to that day in pain. I don't want to get to that day sluggish. I don't want to get to that day sick. Do you understand? So whatever day it is, I want to feel my best in those days coming up to it. You know, people say, oh, we're going to die anyway, so I might as well just smoke. I might as well just drink. But you'll be having a painful, you'll get to that day in a painful way. You'll get to that day in an unhealthy way. I want to be my best self. I'm tired of getting up feeling tired and sluggish, and I can't get through the whole day. And, you know, I want to be the healthiest, best version of myself for the rest of my life. So for me, I started to cut out chocolate, which is one of my loves of my life.
Okay.
Sweets, I haven't had any since the beginning of the year. Well, since last year, yeah, I've been trying really hard. So, like, just to try to make smaller changes, because to me, I just feel like, yeah, okay, whatever day I'm gonna go, but I want to be my best self. I want to feel good, however much days I've got left on this earth. Why die in pain? Why go and leave this earth in pain and agony?
Do you know what? It's quite morbid to think, but I always say, like, I want to just die. By meaning, I want to die. I want to just die, like, asleep in the night.
Peacefully.
Yeah. And
Best way to die.
Everyone gets that.
Best way to die.
That's the best way though.
So when someone's lost a loved one, I just want to hug them and say, well, you know what? You're lucky that person died. Your parent died that way. Not in agony. You know, and I was like, you should be celebrating that. Because I feel like the worst thing is watching your loved one in pain. So for me, I feel I don't want to get hit by a bus or anything like this, or tornado happens or earthquake, but I'd rather something quick, like or me asleep, rather than, I think the pain, I can't take that suffering.
Oh bloody hell. How did we get into this conversation?
I know, and it's so
I don't know how we...
Let's switch it. It's me.
The funniest thing you've seen so far this year?
Funny.
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Funny. I'm trying to think.
Funny.
Cat Williams.
Yeah, I would have to say that.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, Cat.
Listen, he ripped everybody
no.
apart.
No. He's a funny man. He is a funny man.
He's my favourite comedian, you know.
Is
I love Cat Williams, yeah.
He
I
made
do.
me think rather than
I love Cat Williams. He's so funny.
Yeah, I think he made me.
He made me think rather than laugh, because there's a lot of things
Gems
that
he
was
dropped.
said. Yeah, and even I don't even think our normal human ears caught all of it.
Exactly.
Do you know what
You
I'm
have
saying?
to process it and watch
Yeah.
it again, and obviously
Yeah.
watch the breakdowns of each one, and then really understand exactly what he meant by certain quotes or situations that he talked about. So yeah, that one was the enlightenment, and it was funny.
No, I have it. I have the one. So there was some ladies that got locked out of their house. Or no, the woman got locked out of her house, and she must have her sister was with her, and her sister's partner, and they were trying to climb through the window.
Huh?
Oh, with a dress that fell off.
And she climbed through the window.
No, you need to tell the story because I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Honey, so she climbs into the window, and the other one helps her by, gives her a boost up. As she enters, so now she's upside down. We can see her face
Okay.
to the public. Her dress, she has a boob dress on.
Oh, poor thing.
The whole thing, all we saw was her boob, like the gravity just took a hold of her, and all you just see is her breast pressed against the window. And the worst part was that the friend didn't try and shield it or hide the situation. What she did was she
Don't tell me
started...
she's filming.
No, somebody else is
Somebody
filming.
else
She's cracking up, and I think it was just watching the way she did
Hold on,
it.
let me see it. Wait.
It's just watching the whole thing that killed me. I watched it so many times. I've watched it over and over again. Apparently this happened last year.
Is she trying to get into the house?
Yes, she's trying to get into her window.
Her own house.
Right. So this is the bit that you need to think. Anyway, so this happened last year, but it's only come onto light this year due to social media. Like, if you watch it, if you're having a bad day, having a bad morning.
Oh my God, is that her titties down there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. That's the funniest thing I've seen this year. I feel like that one should take the
How
crown.
about, you would probably laugh too, because I'd laugh.
Listen, I would be that friend. I am that friend that will be there for you in laughter whilst you are stuck. And you know what we didn't see on the video actually, which I thought was quite funny. As she's upside down, she was dying to go toilet. But she thought, let me quickly get into the house to go toilet. So as we're seeing it there, you can't see it on the camera, but she's dripping down with
pee.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that's a hot mess.
Yeah, so her titty's out in public, and then she's peeing herself at the same time.
Poor thing. Bless her.
Best bit for me was her foot.
I couldn't get in. Her foot was bending. Yeah, that was it. That was.
You know what? My one's really bad, and I don't even know if I really want to say it, but I think it was this year. What I found so funny, because I'm one of those people who find really bad things funny, like
Oh Lord.
when that man jumped on a judge. Now I'm not condoning violence,
that was
yeah,
funny.
but when
I saw that.
he went flying on a dock, and anybody who's been in court yet who has dealt with a judge, especially if you get a sentence that hasn't been favourable, you have dreamt of doing what that man did. And it's like he did it for everybody who wishes they could do that, have that moment. Like for me, it was so terrible to find it funny, but I couldn't help it.
I found it funny. That
I
was
watched
hella
that
funny, yeah.
video so much times, and he's just flying across.
Literally, and it's a female judge.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a female judge. She sentenced him, and then all you see is from here to there. He just flew.
Listen, he went from here to over there.
And he actually got her. He jumped on her and when she dropped
Oh
and mashed
wow.
up herself.
Oh wow.
The
Yeah.
joke was he was in court for that behaviour in the first place.
So she judged him right.
No, but then if you saw the video of him coming to his next court case, yeah, they tied him up like
Yeah.
he was
Animal lecter, yeah. Have you seen
the arms,
what's
the
it called?
mouth?
Batman when Bane, is it Bane? When he has the mask, coming in with a mask,
Mask,
yeah,
everything,
because he jumped and he had obviously security in that. I thought like obviously they dropped the ball in the court because they should have had better security. And I'm not condoning violence, but it's just because obviously if you've ever been in that position, it's like you dream of being able to do what he did.
So, you know, all the man were like, yes.
Yeah, he did it for everybody.
I never saw that. I see that now.
You have to find
Yeah, he
it.
went flying.
But yeah, it's been an interesting year, guys.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
How was your first experience, Lashawn, on this podcast? Let's round it up.
I've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's alright.
See, it went all that. I'm nervous, anxiety.
I'm just looking at her. I'm looking
She's
at her.
just a
because
Barbie.
It's just you look so beautiful. You are so cute. You really are. Look at this bow
Bows,
thing
I'm
going on. Look at you, all pinked out. You look nice, girl. Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you guys don't know Lashawn. She says she did this before Nikki, babe.
Listen,
she
everyone
was a
that knows
Barbie
me,
before
Before
Nikki.
Nikki, yeah.
everybody that knows me knows this. Everyone that knows me, I'm as a Barbie girl, and that's why I liked Nicki Minaj. Because when I first heard of Nicki, I was one of the first people, or first person I know to know of her. I was like, oh my god, I love this girl. She's like me. She's a Barbie like me. And I was like, oh, she's so good. I don't know what's happened to her.
Do you like her now?
No, but Nikki, before
nah.
Nikki was Little Kim.
No, Nicki. Let me tell you,
Little Kim
Nicki
was the original,
used to
like,
be.
like Barbie.
What's it
Or
called?
Foxy.
What was her slogan? Back in the days, Nicki Minaj's slogan used to be "Step your cookies up," and then she changed and it became "Step your cookies up" because she started to get a lot of young girl fans.
To rebrand
Yeah,
herself, isn't it?
Tiana Taylor had a Sweet 16 where she comes in it for her 60th birthday in a box and she poses like this, like a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Then Nicki copied that and did it on her album cover of
I
her
saw the Tiana, but I
mixtape.
didn't know it was copied from Tiana.
Well,
I think
then, Tiana did it first. Tiana Taylor did it first
Somebody
for her
else
16th
would have done
birthday.
it before Tiana,
I'm just
please.
saying,
Yeah,
but the Barbie box, the box thing,
Yeah.
no, I don't know anyone who's done it before Tiana. Yeah?
I'm gonna find somebody.
So Nicki's done it. Then obviously Nicki copied and had her album cover, her mixtape cover, when she's like, that's a nice mixtape. It's a bad boy mixtape as well. And Nicki did it. And then obviously Nicki just started to go with the Barbie. And I'm just like, oh my God, she's like me. She likes pink. She's a Barbie like me. But yeah, I love it. I love Nicki in the sense of, I think she's top 5 best rappers in the world, dead or alive. I think she's,
That is included men, yeah?
including men. Including men.
Own it, girl.
Yeah, yeah. Nicki's mixtapes are better than most rapper girls'
I agree,
albums.
actually.
Like Nicki is one of the best rappers in the world. That is a fact. But I just don't want her to ruin her legacy with this nonsense.
about that.
And
Do
she
you
needs
think
to-
that she should just keep her mouth shut and act her age and
100%.
just not respond to anything?
100%.
Because you're up there already.
You gotta do-
I
you
don't
gotta be a
understand.
Beyonce.
No, what I don't understand is you are breaking records. You're breaking charts. Your album is trending
vexed.
everywhere.
She's vexed.
What did
Sometimes you
you see
forget.
men?
You
see when
forget.
men trigger you? This is what men do to women, you know. They're a trigger because I don't think she would have said nothing to Megan unless Megan dropped that Megan Law line.
Right,
That's
yeah.
what triggered her because that was about her husband.
Wait a second. I'm kind of on Megan's side a little piece in this. Hear me out.
No, but I'm not saying Megan's wrong. I'm saying Nikki shouldn't have responded full stop because you don't need to respond to
the
people
thing.
like
The
Megan,
thing
you know?
about Megan.
You're not on the same level.
no,
let me
she
just
even
let
promoted,
me just
Megan
say
and
this,
highlighted
yeah.
their new
Let me
track.
just say this, yeah. Nicki Minaj. I was having a conversation with my best friend about this because I'm saying, look, Nicki Minaj's image is based off a Barbie. Yeah, she's known as the most famous girl that goes under that name. Yeah, she goes under Barbie. Barbie is the most popular doll in the world for little girls. Yeah, yet you publicly supported your brother, then you publicly married a man with that type of case as well. Yeah, obviously it was when he was young or whatever, but my point is it's such a twisted, dark kind of story. It's like your image of a doll, your images of that, you got little girls as fans, then you go and marry someone with that, and you support your brother with that case. And I said it to my best friend, 'cause I don't have brothers, but I said it to my best friend, I was like, wouldn't you support your brother if that was the case? She said, absolutely not. A 12-year-old, never.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So
absolutely
it's such a twisted, like a twisted thing. It's like, yeah, it's almost demonic. in a really weird way, because your image is for young girls. Like the most
You
fans
are
Nicki
Barbie.
has is little girls. It's young little girls. So it's just so like, it's so sad. And obviously, just because obviously for her love and that, you're sticking. It's like you're being wrong and strong. To be with who you want, and I think you have a right to be with whoever you want. If you want to love somebody and you want to forgive them, or like, you can't hold his past against him forever.
Do you
But
think people can change?
100%, 100%. I mean, what you do as a teenager, what I did when I was
Because
15.
you're
Oh
young,
God,
exactly. You grow out of it.
Yeah, you grow up.
Like, do you think it's fair that everyone continues to judge people?
It's-
Because obviously we see like the things that happen with colorism, with Maya, Steph London, things that they've said on Twitter, like when they were 15, 14, whatever. And it constantly, every time these girls get posted for doing amazing stuff now with their music, their careers, people are always going back to what they did like 10 years
no,
ago.
you
15
shouldn't
years
hold it
ago.
back.
Yeah.
But
That's
but
not
let me
fair.
just say this.
I don't agree with that.
If you're in a position of responsibility and like you have a responsibility, or your fans are a certain type of person, and then you're doing that, it's kind of contradictory. That's what I'm saying is the
No, but
problem.
then they were 15. They didn't even have fans then.
No,
It was
but
just-
what I'm saying is Nicki Minaj supported her brother
her,
with that case, knowing your fans are young girls. Don't you think that's a bit twisted?
Yeah. But maybe the story isn't as black and white as we see it. Or
Well, he's convicted, so
But there's a lot of people that are convicted for things
they're
they ain't
innocent.
done, and they're
I don't-
innocent.
I always say, like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, you're famous and you put yourself in the space to be shot at or whatever, but at the same time, they're still a human being. And if we're going to look at the case of, she responded to Megan's blah blah blah, it's out of frustration and anger. She's kept
tired.
quiet for so many other girls have come, used her fame, used her somehow, and dashed her away. So I think she was really hurt by Megan, because she felt, I can't speak for her, but she brought Megan in.
They were
right?
friends at one point,
Yeah, and Megan is friends with her friend who's Riri, right? So she's brought this person in as in, I've got my clique kind of thing. Then you used me, you and your management, Rock Nation, whoever, Jay-Z and whatnot, all of you people used me. And then you had the cheek to say, don't have a child. That I'm telling you that I'm trying to have a child. And then you're saying, I'll drink alcohol, kill the baby, blah, 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 blah. She's got all of these things. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing you and you're doing all these things. She lost her mind.
I'm sorry, you're 40-something. This is a young
lost her
20-something-year-old girl. What the on earth
No,
are you
I'm sorry,
expecting
that's
that type of
age.
No, no.
When you mentioned-
No, I'm not saying, I'm not condoning it.
it.
I'm not condoning it. What I'm saying is, like, you've got to think back to, like, you're a bit more in a mature state. You're an older woman.
angry.
Yeah? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to expect a young 20-something girl to be giving me good grown-up wisdom. I'm not saying it can't happen.
When she came
but I'm not
begging friend with
expecting that.
you and hyping you up, she knew what she was doing then. Yeah, and she knew. So therefore, she should know what she's doing now. If you're going to be coming and portraying and working, and also Megan is not. She's not.
It's business. It's business.
Megan's using a lot of brain. Megan's used a lot of brain to get herself to where she's gotten herself to in a young
definitely.
age.
Yeah.
So we cannot say, oh, she's just a typical 20-something years old babe. This girl is a 50-year-old mind right now. For her to get to where she got to. So, right, if you're going to come like that, I feel like...
What has she done?
I
What
feel
did
little
Nicki do for
I
her?
feel like... well, you're the fan. I don't know.
I'm not a fan.
Nicki pink all that. What I'm saying is, yeah, that Nicki has the right. She shouldn't have. We're saying, wisdom says don't do this, don't do this. Experience says you get messed up. She blew out. She was angry, and I feel like she messed up, and that's all right. We're allowed, no matter what age you are.
Have you heard of diss tracks?
Who?
She went
I've
Nicki's
heard-
and
Yeah,
she
I've
went
heard
in.
them.
She went in.
She went in. Yeah.
I honestly think
she's
Megan's
still got
one.
loads.
I
She's
think
still got
Single load.
loads.
She
I
sold it
think,
back still.
if
She
I'm
sold it
honest,
back.
I think His was the better diss track. I don't really think that Nicki's one sounded like she was on something.
That's what I'm saying.
It sounds just like crazy.
She was angry. She wasn't
And
even. Oh.
technically, it's not Nicki, it's Roman.
Oh yeah, remember she had characters, didn't she?
So
I
it wasn't
just-
even Nicki who responded.
I
Roman
personally feel
responded.
there's a point in your life where you just need to take the high road. And I'm sorry, I personally do not want to be in a position where I'm like 40-something-year-old arguing, married woman with my kid arguing with a 20-something-year-old
Yeah,
girl.
but that's the rap game. That's what
part of the
that's where
culture.
Yeah, but it's
that's
embarrassing.
Yeah, but that's
do
a
you
rap
think
game.
we put a lot of pressure on people in the public eye? Do you remember when Rihanna was on her rise and people started calling her a role model, an icon, and Rihanna said, "I don't know."
Yeah, don't.
Do you remember she said, "No, that's not what I'm trying." So is there something to be said of them being human beings?
Yes, there is.
There is.
Okay, I totally agree with that. But my thing is this: if your image is you're influencing a certain particular type of people, there is a kind of responsibility that you have. Yeah, when you are put in a position of power and you're making money from that position, and influence from that position, then you need to be a bit more mindful. You can't just say I'm not a role model when you are basically getting all these young people to follow you, to then say, well, I'm not a role model. It's a bit, that's how you make your money.
Yeah, but I like what Rihanna said, because at the end of the day, yeah, you're in the forefront. It's like, okay, it's like having spiritual leaders. Spiritual leaders, they're there in the pulpit, prophesying, saying all sorts, telling you what's the right way to go. Meanwhile, they're dogging little boys in the back and doing all sorts. Doing all sorts. But yeah, in the front, they're the role model. No, I don't have no role model. I don't have no role model. I don't know. I'm sorry, they're just humans and I like that person. I like their music.
I can separate art from people's life, but I'm just saying that when you're in a position of influence and power, you just need to be a bit more mindful of what you're doing.
Okay, well, it's been really interesting. I actually wanted to say, in terms of you saying you can separate art from from the persons, like R. Kelly and people boycotting R. Kelly's music.
Okay, I knew you were going to bring that up.
Yeah.
But so that's something, and we can go on about this for days. But we're coming to the end of the show. It's been really, really, really fun. I've had such a great time. And
it's been good.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can separate it. I me personally, because I feel like if you start going deep into like people's past, you can't listen to anything, can't watch anything, can't listen to anything. So yeah, I've enjoyed it, besties. Thank you.
So if you wrap, ladies, what would you put in this episode's bag?
Do you, boo?
Do you? Mind your business and drink some water.
Yeah, make some money on the side.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's it.
Make sure the water's clean.
Oh, that's that part.
Definitely. Don't assume boiled water's clean, guys.
No, so get yourself a filter. It's a lot healthier for you. So my bag is about health today. So yeah.
Yeah, my bag's still about money. But guys, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.